Welcome back to Football Reality, where this time we'll be looking at 5 teenagers who are set to take the football world by storm over the next few years. Whether you're a connoisseur of the beautiful game, an enthusiast of certain football computer games, or just want to stay one step ahead of the game with your mates in the pub, these are the wonder kids you'll be hearing plenty about. Let's go! Eduardo Camavinga. How do you replace 2 legends of the game in Toni Kroos and Luka Modric? The answer to that question is Eduardo Camavinga. No pressure. French wonder kid Camavinga became a Galactico in his teenage years when European champions Real Madrid paid Stade Rennais €31 million to secure his services in 2021. The now 19-year-old has already added another $24 million to his estimated value after winning the Champions League in his first season at Los Blancos. Not a bad start. French manager Didier Deschamps called Camavinga up to the senior French national team at the age of just 17. That's how good he is. Paul Pogba will be looking nervously over his shoulder with the World Cup approaching this winter, as Camavinga is another future star who loves to dictate the play from deep. Skillful and graceful, but strong. France and Real Madrid have a future star on their hands, and as mentors go, they don't come a lot better than Pogba, Kroos, Modric and N'Golo Kante. Jamal Musiala. Next up is another potential one that got away in Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala. Like Jadon Sancho at Manchester City a few years back, Chelsea fans will be watching Musiala's incredible progress in the Bundesliga and wonder what could have been. The Blues let the wonder kid leave in 2019 at the age of 16. Now 19, Musiala has played for Germany 17 times and is starring up front for the famous Bavarians, alongside legends like Sadio Mane and Thomas Müller. The former England youth international, yes, that's going to come back to haunt us, doesn't just make up the numbers amongst the big boys of Bayern either. Musiala is a first-team regular and already has 7 goals and 5 assists in 11 appearances for the German Giants this season. Basically, he's got it already. Lightning quick, dazzling feet and an eye for goal, Musiala is already a top-class number 10 and has already given many top-class defenders a headache with his clever positioning and dazzling footwork. He's already attracting admiring glances from afar, with Liverpool the latest top club to be linked with a move for Musiala. They'll have to splash the cash if they want his signature though, as the teenager is valued at a tasty €55 million. A good World Cup could easily add on another 10 or 20 million though. Pedri. Looking for another wonder kid with big shoes to fill? Look no farther than Barcelona prodigy Pedri, who, along with teammate Gavi, is already touted as the natural successor to the legendary Xavi and Andres Iniesta. No pressure then. In fact, his current boss is Xavi himself, who was quoted as saying, "He reminds me a lot of Andres Iniesta. If we're talking about pure talent, Pedri is the best prospect in the world. He is a wonderful player. I haven't seen many talents like him." So, what makes Pedri so special? At the age of 18, La Masia's latest talent broke into the first team and stayed there. Pedri played over 70 football matches for club and country in 2021, including a silver medal campaign at the Olympics for Spain. He's the latest tiki-taka Spanish star with the Velcro touch, who can twist and turn his way out of impossible spaces before finding that piercing forward pass. Although he's not often directly involved in the goals, Pedri will be that midfield star who keeps Barca and Spain ticking for the next 12 to 15 years. So essentially, he is the second coming of Xavi. Not many clubs have been linked with a move for Pedri, but that's most likely because he would come at a premium. He'd fit perfectly into Pep Guardiola's Manchester City team, but would cost them a hefty 80 million at least, if they wanted to get him alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the midfield. With Barcelona making a comeback in this new era, Pedri looks set to emulate his idols to win the whole lot for club and country. Jude Bellingham. Next up is another young star who swapped England for a top team in Germany, midfield sensation Jude Bellingham. Thankfully for all you English football fans, they're getting to watch plenty of Bellingham, as he's already a fully established member of England's first team, which also means that every top English club is sniffing around for the chance to bring Jude back home. To summarise Bellingham's talent, at the age of 19, he is already world class. The central midfielder is a crucial part of the Borussia Dortmund team already, having joined as a future star from Birmingham City for £22.5 million. A world record for a 17-year-old. Bellingham was Birmingham's youngest ever player at the age of 16 years and 38 days, and the club retired his number 22 shirt upon his departure. It's already clear to see why BVB paid the big money at such a young age, as Bellingham is already the complete box-to-box midfielder, and comparisons to the likes of Steven Gerrard are already being made. The powerful teenager already possesses all the skills needed to be a world-class midfielder for the foreseeable future, with lung-busting forward runs, close control, and an eye for a pass. 2 goals in 2 Champions League games so far this season show that Bellingham knows where the goal is to. A tug-of-war is already developing for Bellingham, with Liverpool reportedly desperate to sign him up. They'll have to fight off the attentions of Manchester City, Chelsea, and even Real Madrid though, and the £100 million price tag has already been mentioned. Florian Wirtz. Staying in Germany, we round off our Wonderkids episode with Bayer Leverkusen's creative dynamo Florian Wirtz, who, at the age of 19, already looks set to emulate the likes of Bayer legends Michael Ballack and Kai Havertz. Wirtz is a supremely talented creator who dictates everything that Leverkusen do in the attacking third, thanks to his low centre of gravity, tricky fit, and supreme vision. With 13 Bundesliga goals and 16 assists before leaving his teenage years, it's clear that Wirtz is going places, and Leverkusen sporting director Rudi Völler is desperate to ensure that the place is not Bayern Munich. Leverkusen's latest star has recently penned a new deal to keep him at the club until 2026, but it'll be hard to keep the likes of Bayern away if he continues to impress, with Arsenal and Manchester United also reported to be firm admirers from afar. Wirtz has seen his career put on pause in recent months after suffering a ruptured cruciate ligament back in March. He's now stepping up his recovery in the hope he'll be able to feature for Germany in the World Cup in Qatar this winter, and is back in training with his club. German legend Thomas Müller broke through at a World Cup at the age of 21, and Wirtz looks set to be his natural successor. Can he hit the world stage as a teenager? He certainly has the talent. Thank you for tuning in to our latest video. Let us know down in the comments if we missed any other young prospects, and if you agree with the 5 we've mentioned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you next time.